mean, along with that joint stuff and the antioxidants, it's all good.
Okay. Now, I know a lot of athletes, I mean, I suppose, he's Queenslander, so it probably explains why he wasn't that clever about looking after his body, but I'm thinking Kieran Perkins. But a lot of athletes train really, well, obviously at this elite level, training incredibly hard, pushing themselves into sort of almost an overtraining situation and becoming ill, often before events even, so that they're not at their best before events.
We really live our life on this fine sword that if you don't look after yourself, you fall off the other side, and you get struck with illnesses and you're more prone to injury because your body's just not fighting fit. And we're putting ourselves under this huge amount of stress 24/7. I mean, it's quite phenomenal what we are able to put our bodies through and the pain thresholds we can work past. So you do have to be really wise with what you do and what you're putting into your body to be able to resist illness and injury. And the last thing you want for a big competition is to fall sick, or even during a big training block, is to fall sick or get injured. I mean, even if you come out of it okay, in the back of your mind, you know there's still this time from training and from working, and mentally and physically, then you sort of step back behind the others.
And do you think you're actually getting, you sort of answered this, but do you think you are getting less colds and viruses?
Yeah, I'm great. My immune system's just fighting so well, and haven't had cold for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
And of course, I mean, even the Formula One, which is our core foundational product, and which we say, so even when we're talking about all the products, we would still say, as you know, that the Formula One's the foundation. We add the multivitamin complex onto that, and some of what the formula does is very much to do with this gastrointestinal repair and wellness, which of course is where most of our immune system is, about 85% of our immune system. So that helps explain it. And I think you added the rose ox in.
Yeah, I've always found that those extra antioxidants just give your body that little bit more in combating nasty colds or flus, and also just for your mind as well. I find as a calming yet sort of uplifting element to it.
Yeah, nice and calming and sort of energized but calm, not weird,
like
not
a really
revved up.
clear sort of sense of being.
Yeah. Unlike a caffeine hit or something like that, which
Yeah,
is red
you're
sugar.
up and then you're straight back down.
Yes, that's right. This is a more natural wellness and natural energy. The nice thing about the rose ox too is that it's a whole mixture of herbs, of antioxidant herbs. And so you're not relying on just pushing one particular herb in a sort of a high amount. You've got a sort of a blend of antioxidants, and they work much better as sort of like a concert, like an orchestra, bringing them all together. So that's good. I think you used, did you say you used some dog?
Yes. Right.
See, I personally reckon that lift off is almost a core product. I reckon everyone should take it. Don't do what I did the other day. I actually was making a shake. I was in a hurry. And I thought, no, I've heard the lift off in a shake. So I put it in the powder container, turbo shake, put the lid on, explosion. I don't know what I mentioned about all that staining on the pipes on the tiles.
I do, because I am pretty busy. I've got a very full-on schedule. I'm running from place to place, and the best thing about lift off in that, that sort of afternoon lull, it's quick and easy, tastes good. You can have it on the go. It doesn't have all the extra sugar and calories. So I really love it as sort of a pick-me-up before an afternoon session to get me through the rest of the day.
And as you say, Hannah, it's quick to take. It's quick to work. It's incredibly easy.
And not only do I use it to get through training, but with racing as well. Like, it's over in 90 seconds, so we've got to be fired up and ready to go. Like, you've got to nail every single stroke from the second that gun goes. So it gives you that, that buzz that really works.
That instant energy. So when you're actually competing like that, how long before you actually the gun goes to take the lift off?
Well, we get on the water about half an hour before the start of the race and do a really thorough warm-up. So once again, it's really important that we actually have something on board. So once you get through that warm-up, you've still got the energy you need to race. So I would probably have it about 20 minutes before getting on the water. So that would be about 45, 50 minutes before the race.
Okay. And like, not only are you training at a very intense high level, you're also busy in the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Just tell us what else you're doing.
I've just completed my undergraduate degree in a Bachelor of International Studies, politics major.
Very good.
So it's taken me a few years. I had a few deferred semesters here and there, but I've got there. And I work a little bit as well with the Australian Sports Commission.
Okay, so pretty busy.
Yeah, and I work in a department there called the Active After Schools, where we try and promote young children to be active and healthy. So it's really a message I like to live with.
Yeah, that's right. You're just living the reality of it, aren't
exactly.
you? And this year you're going to be studying.
Yes, I've applied for my master's, so I should hear about that in this month.
Okay, so just something to occupy you in your spare time.
Yeah. But it's all about, that fine. There's a fine balance. You can do too much, but I'm such an advocate that you need a well-balanced lifestyle where you're involved in different things. So you're active physically, you're active mentally, and you're getting good food and nutrients into your body. Yeah.
There's time for laughing.
Absolutely.
So balance is one of the keys.
Yeah, definitely.
Balance is the key. And it sounds like you are achieving that very difficult task of sort of getting some sort of balance there. I think it's really hard to have balance. I think the balance point constantly changes.
It does, and you have to be flexible and fluid with it.
Yeah.
To go with where things start to take you. But always have those goals and those short-term goals or the long-term goals. To get you there.
So goals.
Yeah, big goal setter. I'm actually working at the moment towards the World Championships, which will be in August in Poland this year. And I've introduced a new Olympic event for London, which is the women's individual 200 metre, which is a 40-second race. And I love sprinting, so I'm hoping to target that this year. So,
Wow.
Champion at that in March, which will then qualify me to go race for Australia in August. So one step at a time.
So goals as well with your nutrition. I mean, there's this lovely nutritional balance that you really Herbalife's enabling you to achieve much more effectively, I think, than just eating, so-called regular food.
Yeah, and it can be hard to get everything you need just from the regular food. You might need huge amounts of it, for example, which can be difficult to achieve.
So have you had a chance to talk to Michael Phelps about his food as well?
Get near the guy.
Because he was consuming some unbelievable quantity of food to meet his nutritional needs. And, didn't really have any time to train him.
That's right.
Okay, so the balance in the nutrition, the balance getting the shape right for yourself, your as you said, your colourful, healthy meals as well. So in Herbalife, just sort of going over things a little bit here, but we certainly talk about having that good basic total nutrition, which is the Formula 1 and the multivitamin complex, and really try to actually, every pantry in the world, not going to say Australia, but in the world should have that in it. So that's the foundation. We don't, in Herbalife, we don't treat or aim to cure diseases or anything like that. We just want to give people nutrition and let their bodies respond as your body responds and all our bodies respond. So there's this basic nutrition, and then, as you've done, we then want to personalise that. Fine-tune it for the individual, add in specific other products that target what the individual's particular needs might be. As you have with your injuries, and it's very important that you're not getting viruses, that you have a spark and energy, and you can do your studies and concentrate well. And the whole thing is then just brought together with this balanced sort of lifestyle of getting exercise. And there's some people here like Gary who are serious exercisers.
Oh, yeah.